However, the scene I do give it a complete Nerdgasm to is Loki and Pompeii. Had me dying. I was dying when he was in Pompeii and said, "Eat your last food," just tossing them because nothing ever matters. I was like, that's drawing. Let's go on YouTube, Sensei, and place me children, Mr. Andy, and the anime hero Swag on Zero.
How's it going?
We're back here with Loki episode 2 here, and now, man, the things have been ramping up in this series right now because now we got the reveal of who we think is the antagonist here with the debut of Lady Loki. It looks like. And we got a lot of other questions. With this one is just packing up the stuff. The table is being set a lot, and it's pissing me off because it's making me ask even more questions that I know Marvel is just not going to give me to the multiverse of madness.
Right.
So we're going to start with you, Swag on Zero. So how did you feel going into episode 2?
This was definitely a slower episode. One, it was an hour. Like the previous
I was
one.
like, I'm used to these 35-minute and some long credits. This was hours now.
I was like, you can't just jump to this. But I thought the episode was done well. I personally would like more of a Criminal Minds type of twist with this show.
Okay.
Where we're investigating even a lot more. However, I did like how Loki is trying to find himself. Thinking what would I do in this situation? And he's like, he's playing chess with himself, and I like that. And then the timekeeper was like, well, we can't trust you. Of course you will want to do this because you're you. You're one of the biggest liars in the universe, other than what's his name from Spider-Man? Mystique. Or is it Mystique? No, Mysterio.
Mystique.
You look like you was about to kill me. I felt your hand going through the screen when you was about to. But this episode was, I would say, the beginning was very slow, and then it started picking up towards the end. So I would give this episode a B. It's a good. Okay. In the first episode, I like the green Marvel logo.
Yes, I like
having the opening credits. I do like that.
So I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it really built up the pace in this one. So, and like I said, it was doing some big table setting. Like anytime shows take more than one episode to really pack in the table setting of what we're trying to be, it's just like, y'all, I know Marvel didn't directly tell us, but when you table set this much, people are expecting a big reveal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I just feel as though I'm about to get a Wizard of Oz reveal. Where it's like, who's the great powerful Oz that should encourage this old man on a bicycle or something like that? Like, it's just like, oh, come on. And I see Marvel doing that. I see the Mandarin all over again.
I will never forgive them for that.
I see the Mandarin all over again with this, but I really enjoyed this episode. I like this one better than the first one, actually, because it really brought the drama by a second one. So I'm going to give it a damn near perfect, not quite a Nerdgasm yet. However, the scene I do give it a complete Nerdgasm to is Loki and Pompeii. Had me dying. I was dying when he was in Pompeii and said, "Eat your last food," just tossing them because nothing ever matters. I was like, that's drawing. Oh, that had me dying. But yeah, I'm gonna give it damn near perfect. So guys, you guys know we always talk about a little bit how like the episode. Now I'm about to get into the spoiler section of the thing. So if you guys have not seen Loki episode 2, make sure you guys stand clear of spoilers. So let's get up into this. So now we start this episode, and we just get a little flashback, and then the show comes on, and then we start off in 1985 in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and in there we get like the whole medieval festival or like
Renaissance fair.
The Renaissance festival, yes. Which we had a friend who liked doing that a lot. So and they come in, and then we see the Minutemen come in with this new lead as they're coming in, and they're trying to figure out catch this whole new variant thing. Mm-hmm. So I like how the lady was like, you're not just for the occasion. And it was funny. She was, and then they just kept walking past her. She was like, some of us need this.
Yeah. Like something happened to her.
Exactly. That was funny. So they go into this tent, and then we see that this variant, as I call it, till we get the reveal, takes control of the head guard, beats her, and they beat up the other guards, and then she comes out, takes her as a hostage, and opens up the portal. So now we get into our whole Loki bit, and then so Loki is there. He has taken on the job of being part of the TVA, and he said, watching the videos of Miss Minute, who's like outside of her computer screen,
right?
And he was saying, "Are you real?" And she said, "Sorta, yeah, sorta."
Are you recording or are you alive?
Sort of both. Watch it. Where's your manners? Oh, hey, quit it. That is not nice.
And he tries to hit her with the newspaper, but then we see Mobius come, and he is taking Loki back so he can try to figure out how to find this variant that is of him. Right. So let's see what.
And then they had like a little. Once they grab Loki, they're trying to go back in time to see if go back to the Renaissance Fair to get their men. As they're doing that, they're doing like a rundown of who Loki is and his powers and stuff. Okay, and I like how he's correcting them. Like, no, that's not my power. My power is this.
No, well, I do like when they go there. They go over the different variations of Loki that we're probably going to see in the series.
Oh yeah, I did miss out on that.
Yeah, so we see like a blue one that shows like his false giant skin,
right?
Like a lot of the Lokis from Norse mythology that we have in there. So I like how he does explain the powers between of the different illusions that Lokis can do, or that he can personally do. So he sat there. Owen Wilson has to go and get permission from Vanna about if they can bring Loki on to catch his variant, because Owen Wilson was told that he's the best way to get to catching himself.
Right.
And she says, well, look, if you take him, I can't help you, if he messes up.
Yeah.
So then that's when they go back to the Renaissance Fair, and then he is explaining to them that, hey, this is what I would do. The person that is right outside this tent. So you're going to need to take my word for it and need this kind of, I need to set a meeting with the timekeepers. And it seems like he's telling you, because he really had me going for a minute also.
Yeah.
And then Mobius was like, there's nobody outside. Say he's lying. You almost had me. I was like,
he had me.
You know what I'm saying?
Had me.
Like, I think he had me. We were talking about, so, well, if you see Wolf's ears, you hear Wolf's pipes is not too far away. I was like, okay, well, whatever you're saying, I'm hooked. Or basically what you're saying. And they found out that he was lying. So, that he has his own plan, which he kind of like revealed his hand. So they are trying to figure out how in the world is this Loki going around, and how can they catch us, and where they catch that. But then Loki has a theory saying that when he was there to try to find papers on the timekeepers and anything like that, he was only able to get files on himself. And he was reading about the destruction of Ragnarok and all these other apocalyptic events. And he was like, wait a minute. What the best place if you're a time traveler to hide out is in apocalyptic events, because nobody will be there to live to tell what's happening.
Yeah, I thought that was genius.
Yeah, exactly. So
that was genius to me.
It was. It really was. So he was saying that. So he goes back to Mobius and lets him know that this is, what I think that she could be hiding out at. And there's this hurricane that's in Alabama. But before we do that, we have to test the theory. You got a hypothesis, so you got to test the theory.
Yeah.
So he was just like, well, let's go back. So they go back to Pompeii, and which is literally my as he was trying to explain to him with the salad and putting all the salt, pepper, and the juice into the salad, just ruining it.
Now, I gotta say, the Pompeii, by far the cheapest looking Marvel set we ever had to date.
Bro,
I was like, what happened here? I was like, what happened here? Y'all just got cardboard.
I was like, yo, this is like my hallway in my bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like what this is. I can tell that's a green screen. I can tell y'all literally just like All this stuff around there is just fake. I'm like, I'm not saying you had to go to Italy, but if y'all gonna be recording a show like that,
I was like, get it done. Just get it done.
But so when Loki was there, so I was like, we got big little distractions, stuff like that, like a little bird noise. Maybe we said, no, screw that. He comes out, he speaks the language and says, look, the volcano going to erupt. You're all going to die. Be free, my horned friends, releasing the goats and stuff. And then when the volcano explodes right on top, and I keep telling y'all, I find this joke funny when he was throwing the food and talking about some eat your last supper. And I was dying. I don't know why that was funny. He was like, nothing even matters. And then, Wolverine's like, yo, what are you doing? He was like, see? And then they went back in, and it did not affect the timeline whatsoever because everybody at that time was going to die.
Right.
So they have a plan to go to where there is going to be this next apocalyptic event, because the apocalyptic events have been happening all around, and where the next one will be at, which is 2050 in Alabama, of course, at this
a supermarket, a superstore. I thought it was like a superstore.
So
something.
Number one, I hope the world is still around 2050. Number two, if we're 2021, I hear Swag on Zero complain about Nintendo Switch graphics and stuff like that, PS4, and everything in that store is from 2020. I was like, first of all, are we still gonna have electronic stores like this in 2050?
Now, to be fair, it was Roxcart. Roxxon is probably the crappiest company in Marvel. So it's believable. This is like a Aldi type of store.
Okay, fair enough, because I was just like, I said, Swag is going to have a field day with this, seeing all this modern technology in 2050.
What is this?
And this man already complained about the Switch ain't got no 4K. Like, come on now. Don't hold back for nothing. So they have this plan to go down there and to see if they can catch a Loki. But meanwhile, my girl from Lovecraft Country, is just gonna come with them, and we're gonna bring some the Minutemen with them. And she said, so I'm Morbius is looking around. She said, you stay with me. So they come up against this guy who's buying plants.
I was like,
in a
really,
hurricane. in a hurricane,
it's a sale.
He said it's a half off hurricane. So I said, oh, you gotta find something a little more unobvious than that. But then,
honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen black people go out in crazy events just because there's a sale going on.
Yeah, but
so I would have sat there like
a USB cord or some ribs, not no plants.
I was like, you know what? It could be believable. It could be.
I guess. So, he's there, but then it really is this Loki variant and takes control of my girl from Lovecraft Country, and then he's walking around doing the speech, and then it takes over this other guy named Randy, and then who actually works at the store, and then it goes and takes over the stronger guy, and they start fighting in the store, trying to slow him down because this variant is setting up bombs all over the store. So Loki figures out like, I
was gonna say the fight scene was annoying because it had that Chicago music video. I was like, stop. Stop, please.
Yeah, it was. I was like, that little shake cam. I'm like, my goodness.
I was like, y'all aren't. You gotta stop. I hate when they do that. I hate when they just gotta every single swing they got like.
Yeah, I'm about to say It's like even when he hit the ground, the camera still kind of vibrate a little bit. Like to get that effect. I'm like, just let it happen. I don't want this in my Loki, okay? I don't want this in my Loki.
Now, can Loki use his magic?
Yes, Loki now can use his magic because he had he like willed the tape, whatever he got to him.
That's right.
To knock him down.
Okay, because I was sitting there, I was like, you're not gonna pull no knives out or anything? Like you using a vacuum cleaner swing, and I was like, what are you doing? Get a spear.
I'm about to say he's the guy that mentioned Loki ain't Thor. He ain't no fighter. So he at all.
He wasn't a fighter, but this is before Ragnarok, so
exactly.
I can't say that. Can't say that.
So after he says, reveal yourself, then we see it's a lady version of him. So we get Lady Loki.
What is this about?
This isn't about you.
So now her plan is we did up stalling, so she now has all the time cards from the soldiers that she killed, and now she had planted bombs. So he thought they're gonna blow up the store and kill everybody. Well, no, there's no need for that because the hurricane gonna take care of that because she sets these bombs and they start going over different places in history so that this bomb can explode and mess up this whole timeline. So we are back in the TVA and we see all these different lines, these red lines coming out from this one time. I'm like, oh snap, we screwed.
It was a good plan. That was a good plan. I was like, okay,
it's a good plan.
Was crazy.
I don't know if they're going to accept Lady Loki's the reason that we start this multiverse war, but I don't know if we're gonna get that. But
if we're honest, Loki is Marvel's pride and joy villain.
Yeah.
If it ain't Thanos, it's Loki. So it's like, look, we still got this villain. Use him. We don't care what variation. So
as she escapes, as Mobius telling Loki to stop, he goes through the portal with her.
Yeah.
And that's how the episode ends.
Now, I'm not sure if you remember the trailer, but when Loki was like in New York, and it was like the city was destroyed, and then we saw someone sitting on a platform that I personally thought it was Black Widow at the time. I'm thinking we're going to start there on the next episode.
Oh, okay.
And we're probably going to get some explanation.
We probably are, and she probably going to reveal herself to be like, I'm not the true villain here. These some bitches is the true villain
it's
here.
The timekeepers. By the way, I did look through the episode. That middle one definitely got some black features. That I was like, his lips are huge.
I don't know if it's Krang. I don't know if it's a timekeeper or if that joint is Krang or not. But I'm just saying, if it's Krang, they really got the good. They probably gonna be the antagonist here. So I'm curious to see how it's gonna go. Now it has my attention. Now I don't know how many episodes it's supposed to have. I don't know if it's 6 or 8.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
This was the least one I was interested in.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure.
Well, I'm excited.
I'm more curious.
Huh?
I'm curious. I'm very curious on where they could go.
I mean, I know somebody who's not excited, but guess what? I'm geared up for Wednesday.
But he gonna still watch it. If we're being honest.
Ain't nothing else on, so he might as well. Yeah, so that's why I give it, guys. So y'all can post that in the comments down below. How you guys like Loki episode 2? More detailed stuff will come with episode 3. Like I said, we are behind, trying to catch up. But yeah, we enjoyed it so far. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my reaction. Whoa. If I review of it, I'm sorry. So fan react, boo. And subscribe to the channel. So once again, it's an NCA place to be. Just remember saying the anime hero swag on 0.
See you when the time comes. I try to put time in it.
I'm about to say you sound like the Alpha, the Omega. I'll see you when the time comes. Like, I don't want to close my eyes for the 5 times, but the hiccup swag. It was me all along. It was me all along. Oh God,
that would be creepy. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But not would have wished that on anyone.
Him and his sweatpants shorts. I'm like, it's been me all along. I told you to believe. But yeah. So once again, it's NCFS, we children saying, and see you on the next channel.